So welcome back to Determining Mixtures. We're going to look at a few examples, but to start, I want to remind you that your worksheet that you should be looking on looks like this. The procedure is outlined at the top, and then later on you'll have the tables of different mixtures and what you're supposed to be assigning for each. Unfortunately, I can't show you because I have the answers, but you should have a heading that looks like this for your table. For the unknown, I'd like you to write down the example, the color you can see it as, if it would be clear or cloudy, if you can filter out a solid, if you can see a Tyndall effect. Recall that the Tyndall effect is when you shine a light through a solution and you can see particles scatter that light. If it's homogeneous or heterogeneous, which means if it's one phase, homogeneous, or if it has two distinct separable phases, heterogeneous, or more. It could be more than two. And if you would classify that mixture as a suspension or colloid. And just to review, we went over the definition of suspension and colloid yesterday. But let's get down to our examples today. These are the test yourselves. We're going to do real food examples. I've got milk, meringue, butter, vegetable spread, salad dressing, mayonnaise, ice cream, and milk chocolate. I'd like you, if possible, to work in groups of 7 to 12 students. For each product, try to identify which type of dispersion it is, which is if it is homogeneous or heterogeneous, suspension, or colloid. And that's actually about it. Don't worry about the rest of this stuff because we will be covering that at a later time. Our first example is milk. You can see this is, regular milk from Wegmans or Kroger, I guess, if you're living in Ohio. And you can see we've zoomed in here on milk, and we can see little tiny fat globules and an aqueous phase. So I'll give you a minute to look at this. And actually, if you'd like, you may pause the video so you can get a good look at this up close and personal picture here of what milk looks like. So although we see milk with our human eye as a white liquid, when you put it under a microscope, you can see that it looks like this. So using this picture as a reminder, I'd like you to fill out this table on your worksheet at home. Okay. If you need more time, pause the video right now. Our next example is meringue. Meringue is made of sugar, egg whites, natural flavors, and a little bit of vanilla. It looks like this when we zoom in. It has air bubbles and a solid matrix. If you look even closer, we've zoomed in more, you can see it looks like this. Once again, if you need more time, please pause the video and restart when you're ready. This is butter. Unsalted and salted, doesn't matter, all looks the same. From our human's eye, butter looks pretty solid, looks pretty uniform, but when we zoom in, once again, we have this neat new picture of water droplets within a fat phase. The next example is vegetable spread. Also looks like this or this. Take a minute and pause this if you need extra time. We also have commercial salad dressing, so Italian dressing as an example. When we zoom in on this, we've got an aqueous phase, so water, and oil droplets. Now we have mayonnaise. From the human eye, looks also uniform, very white, continuous, but when we zoom in, it looks like this, oil droplets suspended in an aqueous phase. Now I'm going to be moving on. We have ice cream now. Penn State ice cream from the creamery. Fun fact, Penn State ice cream cannot be sold off campus because it has a dangerously high butterfat content. Now you might be thinking, well, that sounds strange because how can high butterfat be bad? But the reason it's banned is actually because Penn State ice cream from the creamery goes bad too quickly because of the high butterfat content to be sold in stores. Sadness. So if you want Penn State Creamery ice cream, you have to come to University Park. Anyway, here's a zoomed in picture of our delicious ice cream from Penn State. We have an air bubble, little fat droplets, ice crystal, another ice crystal. Oh, that's an air bubble. It's labeled with an A. If you need more time, please pause the image. I'm moving on now. We also have Hershey's milk chocolate. Shout out to Pennsylvania. Zoomed in, has sugar crystals, proteins, cocoa solids, and fat as the continuous phase. I'm moving on. If you need more time, please pause the video. Oh, actually, that looks like it is our last example. So once again, if you need more time to go over the examples, you can pause the video and rewind, but you should be filling out these different parameters in your table. When you're done, put your name on your paper up here, and the date, and the period, and email it to me at cmclippard@gmail.com.